What's up, guys? We are back, and I'm looking at some more NBA plays today over on PrizePicks. We cashed the main plays yet again in yesterday's video, and we're coming off of a sweep over in the DubClub. The only play we missed was that Zach Edey Green Goblin, but every main play cashed for the third time in the last 4 days. We've had 3 sweeps in 4 days over in the DubClub. We have been on fire. You guys did the like goal in yesterday's video, which is why we have 3 plays in this video. If you want a third play in tomorrow's video, get this video here to 200 likes, and I will drop a third play in tomorrow's video also. And while you're down there, you may as well subscribe also, so you keep getting these free plays from me. So we're in a legendary run right now. Let's keep it going with some more cashes. But before we get to these plays in this video, don't miss out on joining the DubClub. In the DubClub, you get all of my plays sent straight to you, where we've had 3 of our last 4 days being complete sweeps. I'm over $5,000 of profit on PrizePicks, as you see here, and there are 2 offers in my description. You can join right now for free. There's a 2-day free trial available in my description, where you can join for the next 2 days for free, and if you don't like it, you can just cancel it. Or you can join right now, and for a lot cheaper, it's $20 off your first month if you'd rather just join right now and get in longer term than just the 2 days for free, of course. So both options are available in my description. Don't miss out on joining. I have over 79 units of profit this year in the NBA, over 50 units of profit in the NHL, and MLB comes back, by the way, in 8 days, and that is my best sport, tied with the NBA probably. I mean, we absolutely crush the MLB every single season, so I'm super excited for that to be back also. And these are our profit numbers this year. Like I said, if you had $50 on each play, you'd be over $6,000 of profit this year in the NBA and the NHL. So there's no reason not to join. Do it 2 days for free in my description, or join for the next month for only $15. Both options are available in my description. I'll see you guys over in the DubClub. And I also didn't even mention this yet, but you get access to the Discord chat, so you can talk to me and other members. If you have any questions about plays or strategies, anything like that, you can ask me in the community chat here. You also get plays from some of my contributors here, and prop, Asmies in that one. I'm also looking to add some more contributors in here to get some more free plays for the guys at the DubClub. Let's get to these plays. Make sure you play responsibly at your own risk. Leave a like on the video and subscribe. I really would appreciate it. Most important thing, though, is having those post notifications on so you can get in before these lines get bumped to get removed. Let's get these plays here. The first play I like here on the PrizePicks board for tonight's slate is going to be over in the points and the rebounds category, because tonight I like Josh Hart over his points and rebounds at 24.5. So he used to play the Sacramento Kings tonight, and he's over this in 2 of his last 5 games, over and back-to-back here against the Lakers and the Clippers there. But there's some big injury news now to this New York Knicks team, because Jalen Brunson is going to be out in this game. Without Brunson this year, he's had 29 and 34 points and rebounds, with 15 points and 14 rebounds, and 14 points and 20 rebounds. So he's been a very good rebounder without Jalen Brunson, and that comes with really high rebound chances at 19 and 28. Those are really, really awesome rebound chances, and that comes, by the way, just last game here against the Clippers. And he gets a really nice matchup here against Sacramento, too, who are pretty good in terms of points allowed per game. You see how they kind of rank to like the shooting guard, small forward, and power forward position. It's a really good matchup for pretty much all points per game, as you see there, and especially for rebounding when it comes to small forwards. But this game is also expected to be a close competitive game. It has a 2.5 point spread. And also, I want to point out, though, the minutes that he's seen without Brunson this year. He's actually had in these games 45 and 46 minutes. They want him on the court nearly the entire game. So he plays extremely high minutes without him on the court. And with 38 plus minutes this year, he's over in 58% of games, including 10 of his last 9 games, as you can see here, including 9 of his last 11 games, as you can see right here. So he's in a great spot, just because it's based off the minutes here, and also the 2.5 point spread is really, really nice. He's been really good as of late when being in those types of spots. Against the Kings in the past this year, though, he's already dropped 38 against them, where he had 20 points and 18 rebounds. So overall, though, Josh Hart should be in a really great spot to grab some rebounds and score some points with Jalen Brunson being off the court. He's got a great track record this year with that higher usage here without Jalen Brunson, as well as just playing these high amounts of minutes. So we should be seeing very high minutes tonight from Josh Hart. I'm expecting that. And again, with it being a 2.5 point spread, it should stay close competitive, which means more scoring opportunities, him being on the court even more, and things like that. In away games this year, he gets slightly worse, but I'm really not too concerned about that. He's been really great, especially as of late. At this line, give me the over for 24.5 points rebounds tonight for Josh Hart. Before we get to my next play here, if you're not already on Chalkboard, it's one of the best apps out there right now. If you use promo code DOMG, you get a first-time deposit up to $100. I think you also might get a free square also when you sign up. But what's beautiful about this app here is that they offer really good payouts. Like if you wanted, like for example, maybe Jaylen Brown and LaMelo Ball's overs tonight, you would actually end up getting a payout of about 3.04x compared to a 3x over on PrizePicks. If you click on this promos category here, it actually shows off some boosts as well as some anchor plays here over on Chalkboard. It's an awesome app, like I said. Get it for yourself in my description and use promo code DOMG. It's available in most states, 18 years and older. Getting into my next play here, this one is actually going to be over in the points category here, because tonight I like Keyonte George over 10.5 points, which for some reason I think is off the PrizePicks board. I don't see it anymore for some reason. DubClub was able to get it. I don't know why they would have taken 10.5 points off the board. It's not like it was like a crazy value play or anything like that, but I guess if that's not on the board for you at 10.5, pivot to the 14 points and assists. I think that's also a pretty good spot, but I would prefer the 10.5 points. But I think 14.5 points and assists is just fine. But this year, you see, he was done with 10.5 points over on 32% at, well, I guess we'll pivot here to 13.5 here. Just see he's over in 32% of games. But this year, if we take a look at it here, he gets to play the Toronto today, who he's not been super great against in the past. He's had 13-8 points and assists against them. One of those games that we only played 22 minutes. He played his competent minutes. He was going over in that game. But what I want to focus on here is the injury report, because they're going to be missing guys like Brogdon, Marcus Smart, and most importantly, Chris Middleton tonight. Without Chris Middleton, along with Kyle Kuzma, he's actually been really good this year, over in 9 out of 16 games, as you see there. But recently, he's played really high minutes. He's had 27 plus in all these games here, and more recently, he's been playing 30 plus minutes really consistently. Because in the last 4 or 5 games here, he's played 30 plus minutes in all these games. So games where he plays at least 30 minutes this year, you can see he's actually over this in 71% of games. And if you factor in Middleton being out, as well as Kyle Kuzma with 30 plus minutes, he's actually over this in every single game. That is 9 for 9. So hopefully that made a little bit of sense there. Just playing high minutes without these guys. Basically, I'm just expecting high minutes, especially with those guys being out. But even with those guys, some of those guys being in, he was still seeing 30 minutes. So expecting at least 30 plus minutes tonight, where George has been great, especially with those guys missing. So, and it's actually a pretty good matchup here against Toronto, I will say, for opposing guards. In terms of point per game, they rank 24th at 25.8, and shooting guards per game, they rank 19th at 28. So all guards are really cooking this Toronto defense, and Toronto is also pretty much in tank mode. I mean, they rested their starters against actually Washington just last game when they played them right here. So he only had 8 in that game, but again, I'm really not concerned because they had guys like Middleton playing in that game, so I'm not really concerned about that. He should be seeing higher usage and just better field goal attempt numbers this time around. And like I said, Toronto was taking last time they played them, so that was pathetic. They still ended up winning the game somehow, but they didn't even have Scotty Barnes play the last 8 minutes of the game, which was insane. So they should really be being fined for that, but whatever. That's just a warning if you try to take some Toronto overs tonight, if you're taking one of the, I guess, older guys. But at the end of the day, it is a 6.5 point spread. I'm not really super concerned about that. I don't think this game is going to necessarily be a blowout. I'd be kind of surprised if it was a blowout, especially if Toronto was to blow them out. So I think it's a pretty good spot, though, for Keyonte George. I really do. I think the high minutes are really important here, especially with those guys missing. That just means higher usage for him, more field goal attempts, and more opportunities for him to score some points tonight. So give me Keyonte George over 14 points and assists, or 10.5 points if that's available on the PrizePicks board when you are watching this video. Getting into my next play here, this one is going to be over in the points category this time around. That's because tonight I like Jaylen Green over 16.5 points. This is the third play in the video, so if you want a third play tomorrow. All right, PrizePicks is just trying to piss me off today. They just removed Jaylen Green from the board, I guess, for 16.5 points. I mean, I guess pivot to over 1.5 3-point makes if that is still not on the board for you. I don't know why they just keep removing shit in the middle of me recording, but whatever. I guess it's better than them doing that after I record and just get this video posted. But Jaylen Green over 1.5 3-point makes is also a pretty nice spot. DubClub was able to get him at 16.5. If you were to pair this one with 2 main plays over on PrizePicks, it would actually pay out about a 3.75x, which was the same at 16.5 points. So either over 16.5 points, or actually just put it right back on the board. We're going to the 16.5 points. Thanks, PrizePicks. We're going to go with the over 16.5 points here over on the PrizePicks board. They just like to screw with me today, I guess. But we're going to go ahead and pivot here to that 16.5, where he's over in 67% of games this year. You could take the over 1.5 3-point makes. That's cool with me too. But I do like the 16.5 points here. And this year, Orlando is a really tough matchup. They allowed the least points per game this year, but the point guards and shooting guards, they're a little bit higher at 15th and 10th, as you see there. So a pretty good matchup for guards. They're just really tough against like those big man positions, especially the small forward. But they're going to be missing some pretty impactful pieces tonight, which most importantly includes Amen Thompson. So without Thompson this year, he's over in all 4 games. He's at 22, 27, 26, and 18 points. The 18 coming most recently in a tough matchup against OKC. It will be another tough matchup here against Orlando, but he also only played 25 minutes in that game. So I think he's in a great spot to play some more minutes, and especially with them being without Amen Thompson, it's just a really good spot for him to score some points. In games where he plays at least 27 minutes this year, he's actually over this in 71% of games. And of course, you have other guys missing tonight like Reed Shepherd. And I'm not sure about Freddie VanVleet if he's playing or not. He's a game time decision, it says. He's probably just questionable. So I expect to stay pretty close. Also, it's a 4.5 point spread in favor of the Rockets. And in wins this year, the hit rate moves from 67% up to 69%. And of course, that does move up as the minutes get higher and higher. With 30 plus minutes this year, he's over in 78% of wins. So he's in a great spot to score his points tonight at 16.5. I'm cool with the 1.5 3-point mix also. I think both spots are really, really nice. We actually look at that real quick because I do, again, think that's a pretty good spot. Although Orlando is really, really tough to make some threes against, I do still think it's a nice spot, but I'd probably just stick with the points. But so you can see the hit right there at 30 plus minutes. So I think he's in a great spot, though, to score some points, as well as Josh Hart and Keyonte George. So to recap here, I like Josh Hart over 24.5 points and rebounds, Keyonte George over 10.5 points or 14 points and assists, and Jaylen Green over 16.5 points tonight. So I'm not doing the free plays yet, but another reminder here, don't miss out on joining the Dub Club. We have been absolutely killing it. 3 of our last 4 days have been sweeps on the main plays. We have seriously been cashing pretty much every single day at this point. We've had one L day, which was barely an L day, by the way, in the last probably week and a half. So we've been absolutely crushing it, man. Don't miss out any longer. There's a 2-day free trial available in my description, or join for the next month for only $15. Both options are available in my description. But here's some more free plays from the Daily Grind tool. This here shows off the best bet to value plays on an app like PrizePicks or Underdog. Right now on PrizePicks, I love some CS2 value right now, some CSGO, as well as some NBA value here in Isaiah Collier over points and assists. It's actually at 20.5 on some apps, which is actually massive here, considering it's at an 18.5 on PrizePicks. That's why this tool is so good, though. You don't do any research. You just click on a button, and it pulls that up for you just like that. So get this tool for yourself in my description. Click on the fancy bundle and scroll down. Use promo code DOMG. But they have another tool separately called the AI Search Generator. And this was over 2,000 units of profits since last year, and there were 22 slips currently on the board for apps like Underdog, for PrizePicks, for Better, for Rebet, a ton of different apps here on the board. And right now on PrizePicks, the top value plays a 5-pick flex, which contains a ton of CSGO value, as well as some NBA here in Collier, as well as Luka over 8.5 assists here with LeBron missing tonight. So has a profit margin of 21.72%, and you can bet it on PrizePicks super easily by clicking on Bet on PrizePicks. Puts it into PrizePicks for you just like that. So get it for yourself in my description. Click on the slip generator and then scroll down. Use promo code DOMG yet again. Thank you for watching. See you hopefully in the next video. Best of luck. If you want to submit for $5,000 profit on PrizePicks, watch this video on your screen right now.